If you like my videos, please take a second to click the like button and to subscribe to the RA Yogi YouTube channel to join our community and support Yoga for Arthritis online. Welcome back to the RA Yogi YouTube channel. I am so happy to see all of you back here again for another Yoga for Arthritis practice. And in today's video, I'll be guiding you through a yoga practice for arthritic hands. In this session, I'm going to be focusing on the hands, and then we'll be expanding our awareness to the whole being and the whole body. What you'll need for today's practice is a sturdy chair and a yoga mat. At the end of this video, I'll share some important reminders about continuing a yoga practice with arthritis in the hands, as well as some important modifications. So make sure you watch this whole video so you don't miss a thing. Thank you for being here. Let's gather our props and we'll begin our practice. As always, let's begin with a centering in. Find a nice comfortable seat wherever you are on the edge of your chair, and close your eyes and begin to observe your breath as it flows in and out. And take a moment to check in with your breath and also notice how you feel today. Inhale fully and exhale completely. You can gently float open your eyes to gaze at your hands. Flip the palms facing up if that's comfortable. Rest the top of your hand in your lap. And we'll be taking a meditation that includes the hands and fingers. If that doesn't feel good to you today, simply notice and stop immediately. Avoid the movement that causes pain, but continue with the meditation. We'll be repeating the mantra Sa, Ta, Na, Ma. And the meaning of Satanama is my true essence. So let us remember our true essence during this meditation today. We are not our bodies, we are not our mind. We have a body and a mind, but our true essence is not the body or the mind, it is the soul. We'll link our mantra to our hand movement. The movement of the fingers, relaxing the hand completely, relaxing the shoulders. We'll repeat Sa while touching the thumb to the index finger, Ta while touching the thumb to the third finger, Na to the fourth finger, and Ma. Repeat that again and again for the next few moments. You can do this meditation out loud to begin and then repeat silently. Let's breathe in and out. And let's begin our meditation. Sa, Ta, Na, Ma. 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 Sa, Ta, Na, ma, sa, ta, na, ma. Continue silently with your hand gestures, and when we're ready to stop, we can come to our natural breath and notice how we feel. Repeat the mantra one last time. Relax the palms completely, facing up or down in your lap. Close your eyes. Keep the eyes closed and breathe naturally just for a moment. Notice how you feel after using the mantra, a mind vehicle, focusing on our true essence today. When you're ready, you can slowly float open your eyes. And we'll take a moment to send the palms forward and gently create flexion in the wrist. Notice how it feels. Inhale to extend those wrists and spread the fingers as wide as you can, gently, and back down. One more time, inhale up and exhale to flex. Very good. We'll gently send the palms facing one another like we're holding water in our hands gently. And we're slowly going to send the palms out to the sides and gently send the index fingers back towards one another. Inhale, open. Exhale to close that space. That's good. Creating lateral movements with the wrists, one side and the other. Send our hands into gentle fists, and you can roll out those wrists. Take your time to one side first as we breathe. Hopefully this feels good, releasing the wrist. That's what we want to do, is practice yoga that feels good in our bodies. We don't want to cause any harm. So now that we did some wrist rolls, we'll take a moment to send the palms back up and gently squeeze the fingers towards the middle of the palm. Be careful for your nails. You don't want to dig your nails into your palms. Gentle, squeeze the palms gently shut. Inhale to expand the fingers. Then exhale to squeeze gently. One more time, inhale. Like you just want to grab onto something slowly. And we'll release. Palms down in the lap. Send our right arm up in front of us. You can bend at the elbow. You can create long extension depending on how it feels on the shoulder. I like bending my elbow, not creating too much stress on my shoulder. We're going to take our opposite palm and gently stretch out the extensors of the wrist. So very, very light touch to the top of the hand. We're stretching the forearms as well. Gently extend the palm. If this doesn't feel good, you can omit whatever doesn't feel good, and we're going to gently use the other hand to slowly extend the palm back, creating a nice stretch in the wrist and in the opposite side of the forearm here underneath. And take your time to breathe. Notice the rest of your posture. When you're ready, you can relax the hand back down. We'll do the other side. Send the palm facing down. Opposite hand to the top of the hand and gently press down, creating a nice stretch in the extensors of the wrist, the forearm. Breathe in and out. You can close your eyes if you'd like to relax a little bit. Soften the body. When you're ready, you can extend the palm, gently send the opposite hand to the palm and slowly extend back. Feeling a nice stretch underneath the forearm, the wrist extensors. And release. Now we'll send our attention to how we feel in the hands. Do we feel a little bit less strain or stiffness in the hands? We'll just stay here for a moment, observing how we feel without any judgment. And now we'll expand our awareness to the rest of the body. So let's take that awareness all the way to the top of the head. Bring the awareness into the neck. And we'll take a gentle movement for the head, sending the chin in towards the chest very gently. And inhale to lift the head and gaze up towards where the ceiling and the wall meet. Open the throat and exhale to gently send the chin in towards the chest. One last time. Very good. Let's take our right ear to our right shoulder slowly. And inhale back to center. You don't actually have to touch the ear to the shoulder. You just want to feel a nice stretch in the side of the neck. Breathe in as you come to center, lengthen through the spine, and exhale as you tilt the head to one side and the other. Inhale back to center. We're going to take our time to feel nice and grounded in the feet as we bring our attention to the arms. Inhale the arms overhead if that's available to you, as high as it feels good in the body. And exhale the arms back down. Inhale the arms up, breathing in, feeling a nice opening in the chest. And then exhale, we're going to press the arms back now. Feel a little bit more in the back. You might feel it more in the upper back. Shoulders are relaxed. Inhale one last time, reach the arms up, feel the opening. And then exhale, press back through the arms. Notice the muscles of the backs of the shoulders. You can wiggle the fingers. And relax. We're going to take a nice gentle side bend. You can send the hands to the hips or relax the arms by your side. Inhale and exhale to glue down that left glute to your seat. And slowly we're going to lean to one side with a long spine. You can add an arm if you'd like. Feeling a nice side body stretch. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale to come back to center. Notice the length of the spine before we move in any direction. And we're going to glue the right glute to our seat as we lean to the opposite side. Notice how that feels like in the vertebrae. I have to be very careful because I have a degenerated spine from my rheumatoid arthritis. You can even hold on to that seat if that feels good. So I'm very mindful of how it feels in my vertebrae when I'm taking side bends or twists, and you should too. Be very mindful of lengthening, creating that space for the movement, and then we can come into a gentle side bend. Shoulders are relaxed. Inhale back to center, and then exhale to the other side. Breathe in and breathe out. Inhale fully to come back to center and send the hands to the heart in whichever way feels good to the hands today. Whether you want to take the palms together or the hands gently to the middle of the chest. Notice how we expanded our awareness to our whole body. You can gently release the palms in your lap. A few important reminders about practicing yoga with arthritic hands is you can actually remove a lot of strain on the hands and the wrist by practicing yoga down on the floor and sitting in a chair, or down on the floor and standing up, to remove some of the weight bearing in the hands and the wrists. I wrote little notes today, so. You can also use props. Props have been a huge help to me with my arthritis in my hands. A lot of the time I use a yoga wrist wedge, but you don't necessarily need one. You can roll your mat up and place your hands facing down on your rolled mat. So this decreases the flexion of the wrist by giving you this elevation in the wedge, which is a nice little release. And if it feels very painful to put weight in the hands at all, you can come down to your forearms. You might use 2 blocks. When I'm in a practice, I like to use blocks. Sometimes I use 2 blocks underneath my forearms. Sometimes I'm using a block for elevation in a practice to come into like a neutral hand position. Instead of splaying my hands flat on the floor, I can come into like a neutral position, a neutral grip with my hands. So I enjoy using blocks a lot. For postures where you have to, in a classical posture, interlace the fingers, I love using a yoga strap. I go through a lot of different modifications in my video on how to use props. It is a bit of an older video, but it's still really useful and informative if you want to check out that video. I don't just talk about the hands, I talk about, you know, full body modifications of postures, what to use for your knees, your hands, your low back. So if you want to check that out, you can. So you can create a loop with your strap, smaller loop, then you're creating a smaller space. So if you were to bring your arms into this loop and you wanted to create a nice stretch in the chest, typically we interlace the fingers behind the back, but you don't have to interlace the fingers. You can just simply lift the arms, and now your hands and wrists are in the strap to get the best stretch possible without creating pain in the fingers. So that's a nice option. You can relax, but you can also use it in a posture. Hook your forearms into a strap. For example, I'm going to lengthen the strap quite a lot, but it's still secure. You want to make sure it's secure before using it. I can place the strap around my foot and hook it to one forearm to help me. Instead of holding the strap with my 2 hands, I can simply use one forearm. If you are choosing to bring weight into your hands during your yoga practice, go very slowly, very gently. Make sure you do the warm-ups that you learned in this practice and notice how you feel. Make decisions based on your current body. Go easy on yourself, and let's focus together on what our abilities are, what we can do versus what we can't, by taking appropriate modifications for poses. Namaste.